This is a brand new area of YouTube and has seen the most success. How your strategy will end. Should you use YouTube for marketing? YouTube is an insanely popular video platform with hundreds of thousands of hours of content being uploaded every single day. It's become a force for marketing in its own right, but is it really worth using it when people have to wade through millions upon millions of videos of cute cats and beauty vloggers, gamers, and even the odd conspiracy theory? Part 1. YouTube has a lot of content. Every 60 seconds, hundreds upon hundreds of hours of footage is uploaded to the video sharing platform, second only to Google itself. YouTube is technically the world's second largest search engine. It has also become an integral part of our day-to-day lives. Just the other day, whilst making a video for myself, I got stuck on a small piece of editing I was trying to do. I quickly went onto YouTube, searched the error that I was having, and found a solution. All within 30 minutes. Quite simply, YouTube is a revolutionary educational tool. Each month, around 1 billion people log into YouTube to witness various types of content. At this point, have a rough idea of why YouTube is an important platform, but that is, as I began the video, its biggest drawback. You're vying against the content of professional content creators for one, and many other businesses. This is why finding your audience on the platform is so crucially important. Now, if your business has been around for a long time, you can probably bring people to your YouTube channel. If not, perhaps build the business slightly first and then move on to YouTube. Part 2. Using YouTube makes you get seen on Google. Speaking of finding an audience, however, let's not forget that YouTube is owned by Google, which is also a search engine. The world's largest search engine, in fact. So anything you post to YouTube is immediately placed on Google, where it can be seen by the largest user base on the planet for search engines. Now, all of this information at our fingertips has led to a lazier user base, with around 60% of people only clicking the first 3 results and 90% of people clicking within the first 10. Essentially, you need to get in the first page of search results. So if someone looked up visual storytelling, Natalka Design, for example, would need to appear in the first page of results, or we might not appear anywhere. Now, there are many ways to ensure that your YouTube videos are seen by the YouTube algorithm or by the Google algorithm for either search. The first is to just connect your brand domain with your YouTube channel, which allows Google to see that you are a business and lead your customers there. It could also help lead potential customers there. That's where you get into more advertising and using YouTube as an advertising platform, advertising on other people's videos. Making your own videos can be good, but can draw less people in. Now, you can use other areas of the web, such as Instagram, TikTok, or whatever social media platforms you have to draw people in to your YouTube account, but you don't really want to use your website to draw people to your YouTube, because the idea of your YouTube is to draw people to your website and your business. This is where it gets tricky, because there are people who are just solely using YouTube as their business. So again, it kind of depends on what sort of business you're aiming to run, how your strategy will end. Are you paying for adverts at the start of YouTube videos, in which case it's like any other website? Are you creating content to talk about your business and expand people's knowledge on it? Then it doesn't really matter how many subscribers you have or how many people see the video, because you can link it from your website and it's an informative help piece. It's a different type of content. If you're using your content to bring people into your business, then you need to have a plan in place and grow it like a regular channel. It still needs nurturing, but it has to have that professional edge, and your main goal has to be getting people to the business website rather than really focusing on growing the subscriber base. It's a difficult balance to keep. Part 3. Check out the competition. Now, this one's a little sneaky, but if you know what your competition is doing, in other words, other brands and businesses that are operating in a similar space to you, you can check out what they're doing on YouTube and is it succeeding? What's their upload schedule? What time in the week do they upload? What time in the day? Do they only upload once a month? Do they upload twice a month? Do they upload every week? What sort of things are they showing the audience? Is it short 30-second clips or is it long 20-minute videos? Are they exclusively posting YouTube Shorts? These are all things to consider and then apply to your own work. Obviously not copying entirely, but applying to your own work nonetheless. Now obviously your competitors can give you an insight, but at some point there's a good chance you'll also give your competitors an insight. It's all about sharing information. Now obviously your competitors are now giving you an insight into YouTube, but at some point your competitors may take an insight into YouTube from you. So it is a unspoken sharing of information, and what works for you may then flood the market, changing the process again, and you'll need to research. And you always have to be ahead of everyone else, no matter what game you're playing, and it may be a completely different game, as I said earlier, depending on your business. Part 4. YouTube Shorts. Now, this is a brand new area of YouTube and has seen the most success among many YouTube channels. Spamming out YouTube Shorts, much like it does on TikTok, can boost you very quickly, although TikTok has sort of cracked down on this and doesn't like spam videos of 10-15 a day. But one YouTube Short a day or 2 YouTube Shorts a day can help boost subscriber numbers, and as a business, yes, it looks a bit messy on your homepage, but it is an excellent way of building an audience without devoting 100% of your time to a YouTube channel that ultimately you want to help grow your business. Unless you are using the YouTube channel as the business, in which case it's an entirely different ballgame. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video, and thank you for listening. Goodbye.